What are we doing today, Austin?
Doing an oil change on Z1's all-wheel drive Q50.
What?
Motor swap on Z1's Q50.
What are we doing today, Austin?
Z1 oil pan on the Z1 all-wheel drive Q50. So these guys come from the factory with a plastic pan, and an undershroud can help do a little bit of protection, but undershroud's, you know, not gonna solve everything, depending on where you drive. So yeah, swap it for this cast one. Nice cooling fins down at the bottom. I believe this is the same capacity, so everything good as far as like deeper or wider. Nope, she's all good. Nice little baffle there. The factory one has a plastic one. We provide a metal one. Comes with gasket, plug already there if you want to add anything in the future. So yeah, let's get this factory one out. Disclaimer, I did already pull the plug and drain the oil out of it from the factory one, and we did have a Z1 undershroud. It was just a bunch of 10 mils. I went ahead and removed those. If you have the factory one, it's just 10 mils and maybe a few of those push clips to remove. That's going to be depending on you guys, so I just kind of went ahead and already did that one, but it will be the same from this point forward. First thing I'm going to do is grab 14 mils, and we're going to use these two here for the bracket on the sway bar. We're going to drop these two out, and then also two more over here, because the sway bar blocks two 10 mils for the plastic oil pan right here. So we're going to leave it connected to the end links. We're just going to take out those brackets, that way the sway bar can just kind of hang, giving us access to the pan. There we go. All right, so I want to say there's 10 mils all the way around the outer edge. Yeah, let me grab a 10 mil in extension and we'll knock that out. We got our oil catch. Start taking everything around. One more right here. So I got all removed except for this one and this one, kind of one on left, one on right. So what we're gonna do is I'll lower one side a little bit, then go to the other side a little bit and work it back and forth. That way the whole pan doesn't drop on one side, because even with the oil drained out, there's still gonna be a little bit of residual in the bottom of the pan. I don't wanna go in everywhere. So center up my oil drain. I'll just and then now I should be able to remove the pan. Yeah, so definitely some residual oil. And let's go ahead and get this guy all drained up. All right, so before we throw our new pan on, I'm just gonna go through with a clean rag, kind of clean up these edges, the mating surface for it. If you have any kind of heavy, thick crud on there or something, you can always take like a Scotch-Brite pad and clean it off. No need to scrape it or anything, because it uses a gasket, no RTV, so you don't have to sit here and use a razor blade or a pick or any of that. Luckily, this is one of the very few parts on the engine that Nissan decided to opt out of RTV, which I greatly appreciate. Looks good. This is a clean motor. Dipstick. I found it.
Oh.
Yeah, looks good. A little bit of slack, not much. I wouldn't consider that excess. All right, so new pan. Where did I put the drain plug? All right, we're gonna get this drain plug in there. It's a little snug. Cool. All right, so we'll get it up and we'll thread it in with a couple of these bolts just to hold it up, and then stuff gets specific. All right, got our new pan. Make sure the plug's in that side, transfer the drain plug over, Baffle's good, all three of those tight. All of this should come done except for the drain plug. You do reuse your drain plug that you had in your car, but still, definitely not a bad idea. Just check everything over. You don't want to be doing this again. We're just gonna throw this guy up. Cool. And I'm gonna get this guy in here just hand tight because things are about to get specific. Thank you, Nissan, again, for using a gasket, not an RTV. Get the rest of these started. So you're gonna put these in just, you know, barely snug, just like that for now. There is a specific pattern, stars pattern essentially, but the factory service manual does have them numbered. You go in a specific sequence, and the oil pan does have a two-step torque process. So you'll start with 1 to 24 inch-pounds, then you go to 2, 3, 4, etc., all the way to 10. And then once you get the 10th bolt tightened to 24 inch-pounds, I'm sorry, 26 inch-pounds, then you start back over with 1 to 74 inch-pounds. And then once you get all the way through to 10, then you're done. So all 10 bolts are in just like barely snug hand tight. There is a specific order in which you have to tighten them, and it is a two-step torque process. So 1 through 10, we're gonna do number 1 to 26 inch-pounds, and then number 2, and then number 3, so on and so forth till we hit 10. And then you go back to number 1 for 74 inch-pounds, and then go back through. So let's go ahead and do that, and also make sure those torque specs are right. All right, so we got our handy dandy torque wrench in inch-pounds, and then I have our diagram for the bolt numbers. So that being the front of the car, 1 there, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, right? We'll put this up on the video for you guys, and also you can find all this in the install guide in the listing. So number 1 is that guy to 26 inch-pounds. Yeah, that's about it. All right, so that's number 1 to 26. And then you guys are just gonna repeat this process all the way around in the order that Nissan specifies. 22, there it is, that was it. I could feel it. Yeah. There we go. Cool. There we go. There we go. There we go. 9 is right here. Last but not least, number 10 is that one. So that's all of them to 26. And now I'm gonna switch my torque wrench because this only goes up to 60 inch-pounds. And we're gonna go to 74. That's a ratchet. There it is. Got the new one. This goes in foot-pounds. Its minimum is 5. And 74 inch-pounds converted is like 6.16 continuous. So we're just gonna say 6, maybe give it just a little after that because I can't go into that small of an increment. So I have it set to 6, and yeah, let's finish these guys up. Cool. Cool. Number 3 is right here. Number 4 back here. Number 5 right here. 6 back corner. Wait. 7, 8, front corner right here. 9, right there. 10 is in the middle right here. And I think that's it. Sweet. That's all 10 torqued down. Let me put a 14 mil on that drain plug, make sure it's good. And we're good to finish the rest of our oil service. Yep, good to go. Can't forget about the sway bar. Cool, we got the oil pan in, we got the sway bar in. Those 14s are tight. 2-step on the oil pan itself. Drain plug's in nice and tight. All that's left to do is finish the oil change. Don't forget to put oil back in your car. So we're gonna do that off camera. That's how easy it is to install a Z1 oil pan on a all-wheel drive Q50. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on what how-to videos you would like us to do next.